Hey, how's everybody doing? It's your boy College Football Weekly here. I'm an Ohio State fan. I just watched this Ohio State versus Purdue game. It's about 12:19. I'll let it digest, and I'm going to kind of rant about it and give my reaction and stuff on it. So, I saw this kid, Tyler Trent, at the beginning, I believe was his name, and I knew Purdue was going to probably win this game, to be honest. They're playing for him. This kid barely got out here tonight, and best of luck to him in the future. I hope he gets well soon. And part of tonight, it wasn't a total loss because we got to see him be happy and get his wish. So, yeah, best luck to him, all that. Now back to football and my reaction, all that. I'm just gonna start listing things the way I saw it, right? Self-destructing game. If I could say one word about Ohio State, this game was self-destructing. Purdue, Ohio State, I feel, lost this game more than Purdue won it. Given the end, Ohio State was already down and out. They looked like they given up. There's no excuse for that. The coach, that is coaching right there, and you need to coach your guys up and go out there and still try at the end. You're giving up huge plays at the end when your offense is still trying to help out and come back, and it's just unexcusable. But 2 times we extended Purdue drives that led to touchdowns each time off of penalties that didn't even affect the play. He roughed the punter, I believe. I don't know who it was. I forget. He roughed the punter. It didn't affect the play. He literally punted. It's Ohio State ball, but he punted it. And then we roughed him. They extended the drive, got a touchdown. Later in the third, I believe, Draymond Jones roughed the passer way after he let it go. They ended up extending the drive, getting a touchdown. That's 14 points. That's a 14-point swing. Immediately, and that's big, especially in the end for Ohio State. You know, in the fourth quarter they finally started being able to score touchdowns. That's to my next point, red zone efficiency. That just helps you stay in the game and stay, keep, wanting to play the game and thinking you still have a chance to win. But yeah, my next point, red zone efficiency. Good Lord have mercy on whoever's in charge of that. Running fades to Ben Victor, who has been lately he's been really, really good, and I trust, he will be a very good receiver in the future, but give it to someone, please, that I trust in more. Like KJ Hill has been on fire lately, or run slants, or do something, or run, after not being able to put it in 2 or 3 times and being stopped, run the package with Tate Martell, like you said you thought about. In Florida, he did it with Tebow and Leach, and then in 2015, he did it with Cardell and JT, because we cannot run for shit. The line cannot pass, has no run protection at all, and we obviously need a dual threat QB in these red zone situations, and Tate Martell is the perfect guy. He's got great speed. He can throw short passes accurately, for what I've seen so far, and he's perfect for it. Haskins, he cannot run. He is a great passer, and he's the only upside from this game tonight, to be honest. Maybe besides some of the receivers that didn't drop passes in the touchdown, which is another self-destructing thing. We dropped 2 passes in the touchdown, or 2 touchdown passes, right? And that just, that is just inexcusable. You're the Ohio State University, number 2 team in the nation as of yesterday at the time of recording this, but Ohio State's got a lot of work to do. And then to my next point, the defensive linebackers, bro. The linebackers and just the pass, or not the pass, but the rush defense. The rush defense is just terrible. It is absolutely god-awful. No one is afraid to run it against us. And passing, it's okay. Our pass defense, certain coverages I get upset with, but that's not the main thing. It's our defensive. It's our linebackers, man. It feels like we don't have linebackers when they're trying to run the ball against us. And once they get past that D line, they're straight into the safeties. They have one man to beat, and then they're home free in a touchdown. So I don't I don't get it, man. I really don't. And then having a one-dimensional offense with their O-line not being able to block. Weber leading rush with 45 yards. Haskins 49 for 73. 73 pass attempts. You're having this guy take literally, like, you're a one-dimensional offense. You're only passing. I mean, Haskins, he still did great tonight. 470 yards, 2 touchdowns. He did have the pick late, but I mean, you're gonna have a pick when you throw it 73 times a game. I mean, the defense knows you're throwing it. There's not much to do, and when you have 2 NFL running backs and you cannot run, it hurts you. You know, you should be able to run the ball with 2 backs that can run. 2 backs that are going to the NFL. Weber's going this next year for sure, and Dobbins probably in 2 years from now. Looking ahead, thank God we have the bye week this week. We got Nebraska, and then Michigan State, Maryland, and Michigan. The way Michigan's defense is playing, they're playing okay. Their offense is okay. Their defense is really good. If we can't execute against Purdue, we're not going to go against Michigan. Granted, we beat Michigan like every time we play them, no matter what. I'm worried. I am worried as a Ohio State fan. I'm really worried. And we will see. Do coaching changes need to be made up? I think if Urban Meyer loses another big game, say Michigan, and loses it convincingly, I think he should be done. There's so much going on this year about that Urban Meyer situation, and you hate to see it. He's a great coach, and he's tarnished his reputation with that, and you hate to see it. There's nothing else to say, but you hate to see it. And I am just disgusted after seeing this game. I could go on and on and on about it just looks so self-destructing. I'm just going to go over it again. The penalties that costed us end up 14 points. That is a big swing. That could have kept us in the game. When it was 13-28, if we didn't give up those 2 penalties, that game could have been tied or separated by a point or 2. And that would have given Ohio State more hope that they could actually maybe make this comeback. Instead, you're down by 2 touchdowns with 7 minutes to go. It's not a great chance you're going to come back. The O-line, man. I'm looking at the O-line, and I want to see a rushing game. I want to see a good rushing game. We have not had a running back break off a big run all year, have we? Have we? I don't know, man. It is scary to see, and we got Nebraska in 2 weeks, and if I don't see a convincing win, I want to see a 56-63 to 7 game, or 14 at the very most. I want to see a dominating performance from Ohio State. A very dominating, convincing performance. I want a 35 point plus victory against Nebraska, because we all know Nebraska is not good this year. So we should blow them off the field by halftime, by the first quarter. I as a Ohio State fan, it's happened 2 straight years. With Iowa, I was just shocked and disappointed, and I am the same way this time, except I am mad. I am just so mad because we have a guy finally with Haskins. He is probably the best QB we've had in the Urban Meyer era, and we're going to waste him. We're not going to be able to go to the playoff with him if we keep playing like this. I mean, jeez. We got 2 NFL. This is the best offense if used right. If we had a good O-line, this would be the best offense in college football. Maybe with Alabama. Alabama's offense is so good because their line can give Tua 10 years to throw. Haskins, he's got 4 or 5 seconds at most to throw. And we got no running game. And whatever, man. I feel like I'm just repeating myself at this point now. But as Ohio State fans, comment your frustrations and stuff. I know everybody laughs at us. They're like, ooh, Iowa too, all that. Whatever, I'm pissed. I'm pissed too. I know everyone else is happy that's rooting against Ohio State. But as I said, the only upside I can take from this game was Dwayne Haskins. I mean, our pass defense was okay, but we never really got tested that bad. But I think if we don't get a serious attitude change, I think there need to be some coaching changes by the end of the year if we don't turn the season around. because this is a playoff team. This should be a playoff team. No excuses. No excuses. This is a playoff team, and I want to see it. Alrighty, I appreciate you listening to my rant. Whoever's listening, like I said, leave your comments on the reactions about the game. I could go on all day, but I'm gonna cut myself off here. Yeah. Finally, I'm just gonna say, if I'm in the committee right now, Ohio State is at that point that, you know, they need to win out. They need to win out 100% to get in, and that's even if they could get in. At right now, I put them at number 9 or 10 in the rankings, to be honest, maybe even 11, but we'll see. I appreciate you guys watching. Have a good rest of your day, and see you later.